What's up, homies?
What's up, homies? As if any of that was going in.
I know, I was trying to get you to start.
Jesus Christ. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this extra special edition of the 421. Not only is it myself and Vanilla Dice today, but we're also joined by the other three wonderful compatriots of Salty. Please, don't quit kicking it, you
I'm
dumb
not kicking
It's
shit,
literally
you
what
fuck.
I just said.
You did kick it.
Please welcome Jack, Chia, and Xander.
Hello.
Hello. I gotta. Is Vanilla Dice real?
Oh, no, it's been a while since he's called me a nickname, but...
I haven't heard that one before, and I had to know.
Is that on the spot that you just threw that in, or was it just like, I'm going to say
No,
this
and,
because you've done it before?
He probably had it for 30 minutes while we were bullshitting through the sound test.
An original trope of the podcast was that I called Dice by a different name every time we started, but it always had to be a play on Dice, and Vanilla Dice was one of the ones that came out
If
of it.
you just made that up, then that was smooth as dice.
I did not. That
I'm gonna take that one as a compliment.
Yeah, you should.
I mean,
Vanilla Dice is an insult, but
Smooth as dice.
Wow,
is
that
great.
was a pretty dice job you did there.
I hate this already.
Oh,
Should
yeah, we
go
got
back
five
to the-
people.
you did this to yourself.
I did what?
throwing the
say-
shit puns.
You did say you liked it at first.
But I think we should start this week off with our brand newest segment. It's time for some tasty jam.
Oh, I want some tasty jams in
okay.
my life.
Yeah.
We went off on not went off on as if it's a bad thing.
No, we blew Earth Gang the fuck up. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
it was our reason. It was us that got them very famous. You know that?
They weren't famous beforehand.
No, Top Down is now famous because of Salty.
Yeah,
So-
that's exactly how that works.
We just want to give some. Are there any tasty jams that you guys have come across this week?
Yes,
actually. Oh, go ahead. Start us off.
I
Kick
have
it.
started listening to in the past I have kind of fucked around with listening to like vaporwave stuff, but I have come across a genre that I like a lot more than vaporwave because, as everyone in this room knows, vaporwave can get really fucking weird and very atypical, atonal. Future funk.
Jamiroquai?
I'm
You know,
Jamiroquai's good.
that's not a bad comparison. Jamiroquai? Jamiro. Any case, that band. Qu'est-ce. So they're kind of like, you know, that borderline between like funk and disco kind of. It is a lot like that, only it is run through with electronics. It's given that little like vaporwave flair where, you know, samples are repeated or made sound like kind of like jumpy just to kind of give it that glitchy kind of sound. But it is straight up funk, and the artist I would like to talk about is Saint Pepsi.
Is it not Peepsy?
Beepsy, Saint Pepis.
St. Pepys.
Um,
There's a shout out.
I think the name Pepsi is copyrighted. I don't think that artist.
So it
can
is
use that.
Peepsy. It has to be Peepsy.
Saint Peepsy. But the album that I've been listening to is just called, I think it's called Hit Vibes. And
sounds hip.
It's very. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm looking for
Wow.
something, and a video just popped up.
Playing copyrighted music.
It's an
during
ad.
a
It's an
nu-
ad. It's an ad roll. Don't worry about it. We're getting sponsored.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they have to pay us for that.
Yeah, you have to pay. Just. I got something we can talk about later.
You're
on.
welcome, Double Coors Light.
One of the things I'm noticing about the albums that I listen to, like that, there was another one called The Mysterious Flying Orchestra that was just straight up funk. I don't look at any of the track names. I just listen to the fucking album, like back to back. I don't give a shit what the songs are named. Normally I do, but with these albums I've been listening to, just don't give a shit. I just want to listen to the good ass music.
So if you need any of that funky future beats, check out Saint Pepsi.
Yeah, Saint Pepsi.
Saint Pepsi.
Peepsy.
Uh,
It's Pepsi's
sorry.
copyright.
Is Pep.
It's Pep.
East Pep. Saint East Pep. Jack or Xander, do you guys have any tasty jams that you've been rocking out to this past week you want to throw out and recommend?
I guess not really. I mean, I've
Awesome,
been
next.
listening to.
Well, I'm so sorry.
Really glad. That hurt my soul.
Maybe you revisit it.
It's really nice to not be the one who receives that shit.
There you
Oh,
go.
just wait. You're coming. You said you didn't have one, and that makes you worse.
He's not coming.
Oh, I do have one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was finding his pick.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh, okay. He picked.
Well, maybe you've revisited something and it has been tasty for you.
I have found some really cool prog gent
Ooh.
lately.
Ooh, gem.
Gent is not a genre I got into, but
What is-
What is
Gent.
gent? Yeah, thank you. All right, I'm
It
not the
is
only
a
one.
very
I wouldn't know the other one if you didn't say
kind of
Jamiroquai.
like metal and or progressive like rock.
Okay.
Usually I don't know if it's entirely indicative. I can't say I know much about the genre itself. I just know that I like what I like, and I find what I like, and I find out it's covered under a genre.
Is there a particular band that makes you think of it?
No, there was a couple good ones. I basically just kind of free fell through the Spotify playlist that they had and found and liked the stuff I liked. So, but do that on Spotify.
Just look up Gent on
The
Spotify.
the recommendation would be Gent.
Yes.
DJENT, not Gent,
Oh,
like gentleman. Like
okay.
Oh, cool, because I thought it was Gent.
Yeah, good.
It typically has like
Not
really,
gent like a good fellow.
It typically has like really.
I still
It's
don't
typically
know.
categorized, to my knowledge, like by really technical guitar, or like some ways it's similar to mathcore, but it can be more melodic. But
Did you
basically,
say
it's
mathcore?
Like,
Mathcore.
Yeah,
That's
that's
never
a
heard
that.
of mathcore?
No.
Don't
Yes.
you wouldn't like it? Don't listen.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah. It's
Is it because I don't like
it,
math?
it's like it literally sounds like
Do they like make the guitarists do division and shit like that?
like it sounds like if you were listening to music. But if you could translate the music into physical form, it would be like a 10-page math test.
That's it. Like the
Like
way to think.
like calculus 4 or something. I don't
To
know.
put it
I'm
in
not,
perspective, am I correct in saying that Tool is technically math rock, mathcore?
Yeah,
They
I
had
would-
one album I know was really popular.
because they had the
for that.
one that was, I think, was it the album or the song that was based entirely on the Fibonacci sequence, and that was
Yeah.
like the metering.
I don't know enough about Tool to be able to say yes or no, but I can say like
I can let
as
you,
far as knowing about math rock, yeah.
if you're looking for a good mathcore song that's really insane.
No, I'm cool.
There's I can't remember the name of the band and I feel bad, but I'm pretty sure the song is called "Ingesting Blateria," and it sounds like the title implies.
I've been just at
All right.
Bulgaria once.
Ooh.
Yeah, real sick.
Real.
Sick. Like I was blaterializing everywhere.
Is there a?
Actually, in fact, you blaterialize, but you feel like you're deblaterializing.
He said it with such a straight face at first that
I
I
knew-
didn't know
I-
if he was making it up or actually
I
happened.
knew.
I was like, here
like,
comes a tragic story on
he
the
had me.
podcast.
He had me for like the first like bit, and then I was like,
Not
I
gonna
know where
lie.
this is going.
Yeah,
I know
I mean,
you well
first
enough to
half.
know where this is going.
Xander or Dice? Do y'all have a tasty jam?
I do. There's like multiple jams. It's a group that I've listened to before, but I only recently like really started listening to them. They're not like super intricate, I would say. They're really catchy. A lot of things are just very repetitive, but they're kind of more like dancey music. Techno. Think of like if Die Antwoord went techno and dancey, but we're Russian, and they're called Little Big. There used to be a challenge. There was one really old song. It really freaked me out. It was the first time I ever heard of them. I was like, I'm never listening to them. It was called My Dick Is Big. It's weird.
I know that
You know that
fucking
one?
song.
Very
My dick is
explicit.
big.
Very explicit.
It's big.
But they've gotten more tame recently. There used to be a challenge on like Vine or TikTok or YouTube or something, but it was the Skibbity challenge, which is their song Skibbity.
Skibbity is
And it's
such a
just
good
like a
song.
really goofy dance.
Can you
And
do
people
that
used
dance
to-
for me right now? Do you remember it?
This is-
Skibbity wop ba ba.
Yeah.
Skibbity
Yes!
wop ba ba.
Oh, I love
ba,
that- oh,
skibbity
yeah,
wop
that
ba
song
ba
slaps!
ba ba ba. Yeah,
Yo, that
one.
is a tasty fucking jam.
It's just super catchy. A lot of it's nonsense. They have a song called "Go Bananas." Their music again is catchy, but what you really want to do is watch the music videos with them.
Absolutely.
They're so creative. They are so just off the wall.
My dick is big is weird.
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
it is way too weird. Example, Hypno Dancer. It's got like this Eurobeat kind of like Initial D Eurobeat-esque kind of disco-y rock. Great song in and of itself, but when you watch the music video, it's hilarious. He's a hypno dancer, right? He's wanted. He goes to casinos and robs the casinos by when everybody puts all in, he jumps on the table and starts hypno dancing. And then they steal the money and they
I don't,
great.
it's,
It's
him,
perfect.
it's him and like a little kid.
no.
Okay, I think it's a different music video then.
Not at all.
Gotta admire the commitment to non-violence. Like, I'm gonna rob you blind, but I'm not gonna touch you. You gonna watch a sick-ass dance.
I can't.
They have.
I really feel weird about the only song that I know by them is "My Dick Is Big." I don't.
never seen
I
the
do
Skibbity?
encourage.
No,
I
I
do
have
encourage
no
other
idea what the hell you guys are talking about.
Hi, you know what? I mean, we do this in our normal 2-person podcast.
Yeah,
we're
here
gonna
we
do
go.
this in our 3-person podcast, 5-person
Show
podcast.
me.
Jesus,
You
we're
always
gonna
have to show dice.
we're gonna take a hot second. We're gonna watch a little clip of Skibbity. We recommend you do the same, and we're gonna be back in 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, we can revisit that and watch the rest of it.
No, put the fucking vodka clip up. That was fucking hilarious. I'm fucking crying.
I would like us all to watch Hypnodancer at some point, though.
I've never
It's my
seen that one.
favorite
Oh
music
my
I
god, we
would
could
be
do a
happy to do
5-minute
that.
react video to Hypnodancer if it's gonna be as funny as that fucking thing.
Holy fuck.
Is that what the podcast is today? Is it just a react video?
No, I meant like
no.
separately. Really earn those YouTube views.
Oh.
Why do one piece of content when you can divide it into two?
Well, I mean, they just came out with Uno, and like the next day there were like 15 reactions.
Why make your own content whenever you can just use someone else's content? That shit's awesome.
It's great.
Dice, bring us home. What is your tasty jam?
So I didn't listen to a lot of new shit today, but I mean this week, I was pretty busy. But update on the Daddy Fat Snaps. I always suckle from his teat every week usually.
Why make your own content?
No, straight up. We finally got it. The Tournament of Power Cypher finally dropped. A lot of fans have been wanting it. It's fucking fire. Everybody in it is fucking amazing. It doesn't cover completely everybody in the tournament, but it's an amazing cipher. To the point where I finally broke down and I looked up one of the other rappers. My shout out of the week and my choice of the week is Game Boy Jones on YouTube. He's another one of the like anime game type rapper guys like Daddy Fat Snaps was, and he's fucking fantastic. He's not so much the fast type flow. At least I haven't heard any of it yet. I haven't got to listen to it all, but he reminds me of like a game like E40. He chops up his flows and shit like that. He's really talented. So cool. Game Boy Jones on YouTube. Any song is fucking fire, but I highly recommend the 10 Commandments cipher and the Tournament of Power cipher.
Not the 10 Dual Commandments.
No.
That was a different podcast.
That was a different one.
I'm starting to like realize like when your taste in rap, Dice, it comes down to like you value poignancy over a lot of other things like fuck a fast rapper, fuck like a really long-winded rapper. Like if you say something, you really fucking mean something.
Oh yeah, I like lyrical shit. I like when you have messages and shit like that. Or if you're doing something like a parody, if you're very accurate, and plus it's all about. I mean, the Tournament of Power is Dragon Ball Z. It's all about just one-upping the next guy and one-upping the guy before you and shit like that. So when you bring hard bars into fucking actual things that work within the show, that's fantastic to me. It works for me. You have talent.
That's why we like Bad Administrator so much.
Oh,
Shout out to him,
God,
by
I
the way.
thought about him in a while.
You guys bring up rap. I'm switching my fucking my tasty jam of the week.
Round 2.
It will definitely not
I
be.
don't have round 2.
It will definitely
never round 1.
not be the Killer's new album, which you should also go listen to. It's on like everywhere now. But fucking
Might peep that.
a while ago, I listened to a lot of the Five Fingers of Death. They are jams. Some of them are tasty. Some of them are spicy. Some of them will make you throw up because they're really bad. So the Five Fingers of Death is a radio show on Sway in the morning where rappers will come in and Sway will make them freestyle over 5 different beats. Oh. And it used to be like he switched up the flow of the beats and he actually like changed the parameters, but it made for too many bad radio shows, so they made it a little easier, and now the beats sync a little bit easier together. But there are some really crazy freestyles that go on in there. I'm going to recommend Tory Lane's 14-minute Five Fingers of Death.
Genghis Christ.
It is 14 minutes of freestyling, and whew, it is so sweet. However, he then also shot somebody, so fuck that guy. Moving on.
Wasn't it? Wait. You don't have to put this in if you don't want to.
I was going to
but
say burying the lead.
Not that. I don't care about if he
okay.
shot somebody. It wasn't Five Fingers of Death where we found out Little Dicky just did bruh in the middle of it? Okay. That's what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to put that in if you don't want to call that out.
Well, did he come up with the freestyle on the radio show, or did the album come out before he hit the radio show and he just used that freestyle?
I kind of think
I know we did the math last time, but I can't remember what it was. I feel like it's like the same era that it could have been done.
I don't know, but he literally. Do you know the song, bruh?
Yeah.
Okay.
He borrows some of those bars in that.
Some of it. He does the whole second half of the song.
Could you imagine like going to a freestyle and like you're a fucking top name rapper and you just start doing your own songs? They're like, that's not freestyle. It's like it's not creative, but it's fucking good.
Eminem just goes up
mine.
into a freestyle and starts rapping 8 Mile. I was like, you did that.
He's just, fuck it. It's
No,
it's
fuck
good.
it. It was a freestyle yesterday.
It wasn't even a freestyle. Oh, I guess he could have. No, it's still technically not a freestyle. Even in the freestyle world of 8 Mile, it's never a freestyle because it all had to be scripted. Yeah.
Wow, so actually that movie should get a 0.
Oh, no.
However,
Oh my god.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they actually held a contest and got real battle rappers to duel him in like the early scenes. So like when they're rap battling, he is actually rap battling these
was
people.
real.
It was real shit. I'm pretty
You
sure
mean
that
like
is
the
correct.
first scene? Because definitely not the 3 final battles.
No, that last one is definitely.
No, the 3 final battles are all against actual like rappers.
You know what? It's weird. It's almost like I have the power of the internet and I can just fact check myself in real time.
I know for a fact the second rapper in the 3 final rappers, the one who has the beater and the one you can't fit your fucking t-shirt shit. I know for a fact he's a famous rapper. I may not remember his name, but I know he's famous.
You know, I've only really seen that movie once, and it was a long time ago, and I recall nothing.
I've watched it maybe twice, but I always go back and listen to
like
the freestyles.
twice, but it's been a very long time.
The freestyles I'll put on every now and again because it's good.
It's just good.
Good shit.
Yo, I might just straight up be fucking wrong. I learned something new today.
Oh, okay. That's what
Cut all that shit out.
No, wait, Jane was wrong. That's rare. Put it in. At least say Dice was right. Cut it all out. Go to black
Hold on,
screen. Dice was right.
Really quick, it's very rare that we have all 5 people together in a room. Can we just get some like really easy clips for that we can use in editing? So like, real quick, everybody. Dice is right. Dice is right. Dice is right. Dice is right. Okay, that's good. Are there any Chia? Chia, you do a lot of the editing. Was there ever a time like, boy, I wish I could have just gotten one of the salty boys doing something?
No, honestly, because y'all provide that pretty readily
Listen to
whenever
that
I'm editing.
self-plug.
I know, right?
Jesus.
Kind of.
That goes in.
It all goes in.
I gotta be fucking honest about it. When I'm editing, you guys are usually like pretty on your shit about just making them snappy comments. That's why I'm the editor, because I don't do that shit.
You know how Dice loves being right, and he also doesn't like being wrong?
Can I not be the fucking
Like,
center
really?
focus
Yeah.
of
Can we
this?
do like a choral, like, Night on Bald Mountain-esque, like, Dice, you know you are wrong. Shut up. You are so wrong.
Well, you at least have Alex saying it.
I have no idea what you're referencing there. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, it's just a classical piece.
Well, you now have
I
a
don't
clip, though.
recognize it.
Wow. Weren't you a music
sorry.
student? Got that out.
Hey man, fucking no man, it's okay. I've talked a lot recently
sir.
about how my degree hasn't done anything, but that's cool. Let's do it here.
That's sad.
You know what?
Hey, that's more people than you
Listen,
think.
all I'm gonna say is that you don't need a diploma to do whatever you want to do. You may think you do, you don't.
You don't need a diploma to do this.
Go.
You can literally
That's coming from a person who
self-employ.
has a diploma.
You can,
And I know other people who have diplomas that can't.
you can
do with it. The whole
self-employ
point.
Listen.
at any point if you have the drive to do so. You
Yeah,
do not need a
exactly.
diploma.
That's
Listen.
what I've been trying to do.
You want to save
So
a
we've
person?
been trying to do.
Walk into the hospital. Just get on in there. You don't need a degree.
Just go
Just go in there.
Take
Use
the
the
gloves.
defibrillators.
Listen.
They're
Scrub
fine.
yourself off and get into that brain surgery.
Really
Well,
make
this
sure
is-
that their
this
heart's
is-
working by
this is-
defibrillating them while they're on the. Just do
This
it.
is speaking outside like professional realm. Like
Yeah.
I fucking
I'm just
love
fucking
it.
around.
I would.
No,
I would.
love it.
No.
I have the same opinion as Jane, but specifically for creative endeavors.
Yeah,
No,
you're-
that was so
you're
funny though because
absolutely
it's so committed, and then just like that hard Marvel, you can't have serious moment, like cheeky comment. You're not allowed to have a serious moment. Fuck that.
I would like to make an amendment to my previous statement. If that is okay with the judge.
I'm fine
The
with it.
Congress, the Senate. I feel like we'd be like
He's
the
even
Senate.
saying like he's the Senate. Look at him. He's like fucking.
Yeah, why did Xander get his own podium?
Because he's awesome.
Because I need ballroom.
You
See these shorts?
He's not wrong.
I need to breathe.
He's not.
It's overheating worse than the GoPro.
People are laughing like he said something surprising. Like,
Chia has 2 dicks. You have big balls. Oh Jesus.
I've got big balls,
you've got big balls.
but we've got the biggest balls of them all.
I almost
There's
forgot.
another clip.
That's another wonderful. That one.
That's
I-
AC/DC.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's you guys doing
I
it.
didn't know it, so other people won't.
Yeah, dude.
Of
Younger
course not.
demographic ones.
ACDC were
Nobody
famous.
has different awareness than I. Everyone thinks the same as me.
I am all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful.
Man, I had a
The
pivot.
alls.
I had a pivot point. Now all I can think about is balls.
You're welcome.
And Skibbity.
Skibbity's balls.
I'm about to say those things. Those things could be together.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
believe
did
how-
anybody see the fucking Burger King shit that went on with Twitch?
No.
What?
Yes.
What
Yes, I
happened?
did.
Oh, you're gonna get drama.
I'm very out
What?
of the loop.
It fucking happened.
Okay,
We're Twitch
Oh.
streamers. What?
I
Not
can't.
so breaking news
getting
from Dyson
flashbacks.
Chia.
No.
Of the
So
Meat Canyon episode about that.
so basically,
Oh man.
there you know on
Check
Twitch,
out
you
Meat
can-
Canyon. Meat Canyons are cool. Sorry.
on Twitch, you can spend $5 and get a voice to text to voice read out loud. So Burger King hired a marketing person to go onto a bunch of popular Twitch streamers and pay them $5, and the ad read things like, "Hey, I spent $5 to tell you guys that you could get $5 on such and such down at Burger King for just $5. So blah 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 blah." And then a lot of people were questioning, hey, are we starting to get sponsored by Burger King? Because that was just basically an ad read that they only paid $5 for, and things like that. So a lot of shit started getting mad
Wow.
about it. And then the motherfuckers had the balls, the biggest balls of them all, to fucking make a commercial bragging about how they did all of this shit, and actual reactions blurred out the streamer's face, so they got no recognition at all. And then actual reactions of them going like, fuck, sponsor me at this point, and then one of them saying like, yo, I'm about to head down to Burger King and stuff like that. No face, all blurred out, played this shit. Had the balls.
Blaringly
Wow,
obvious
dude.
that Burger King does not see streamers as like real people. They're just like, these are all schmucks. Let's just take as much money as we can from these fucking losers. I already didn't like Burger King that much.
I don't eat there anyway.
The funniest thing, I always hated Burger King because every time I went there, it always burned my food. I don't know if it was just because of the Uniontown Burger King or whatever it was. My food was always burned.
Name column.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if it was because of the one around the area I lived in,
The Wunion Town.
Right.
but it always burnt my food. So Dot convinced me to go about last week to go to Burger King, and I went and they had like a frozen Coke and they didn't burn anything, and I was like, all right, Burger King, I'm kind of satisfied with you. Maybe you're not as bad as I fucking thought. And then boom, the balls hit the fucking door.
I
Wow.
walk into a room balls first too. I can understand.
They're too big. They hit first.
I had no idea about that.
That's fucking crazy.
That's fucked up.
Drama or
Because
not,
basically-
that's insane.
Because if it's getting to that point where like
'Cause now
companies
other
are
pe-
companies are realizing that like live streaming like Twitch, I guess, as the best example, the biggest platform as far as I know, like if that's become popular enough to where they're literally trying to make ad space for themselves there without actually giving any of them recognition, then they view it as
They gave him
TV.
$5.
They get $5.
But that like
You got
They
your
can
$5.
go to Burger King to
I mean,
get
that's-
their
that's
$2 menu.
great marketing as far as like a business saving money on marketing. But that's absolutely deplorable.
It's scummy as shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's heinous. Like realistically, it's just like immediately taking advantage.
At least
of
It's
the
really
entire demographic.
banal.
At least just talk to them.
Really banal.
At least talk to the streamers and get their fucking rights so you can show their faces. Because god damn, they deserve the publicity.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
at that point, that's what you paid them for, was to use their face.
Well, I mean, realistically, I guess we could have expected something like this to happen with how big it's all been getting. Because they're eventually going to find ways to move into the platform. I mean, people
Yeah,
already
but-
get sponsored.
Realistically, what can
So-
you do about it?
Well, that's the whole point is they did this while it was still legal to do
Yeah,
so.
no, Burger King is going to be the best at this now. Because now everybody's going to try it and now something's going to pass.
Now it's going to have to be laws and legislation
Burger King is going
about
to
it.
make out like a fucking bandit on this.
If people keep falling for it, I mean, realistically, you can just, if that's how they're paying you, they're donating to you. They're
Until
not like,
it's-
it's not a contract. So if they donate it and they're like, hey, read this obvious ad, you could just be like, thanks for the $5.
But no, the thing you pay for in specific on a lot of streams is specifically, I am paying you $5 for my voice to text to come through.
Oh.
I mean, text to voice. I keep saying it the opposite way, but you know what I mean. They type it, they give you the $5. As long as you don't have any of the words that are banned on their stream, it will say it.
Wow.
I guess you could ban
Oh,
the
so
words
it-
like burger.
And King.
Okay, now I'm banning every single restaurant and every single thing that
I'm
doesn't
going to go
actually
through
sponsor.
Burger King's whole menu and meticulously ban every single...
I don't know. They sell a Whopper. What else do they do?
That's
Chicken fries. Frozen Coke. Hey, they had me. You had me, Burger King. You were good.
Man,
you served frozen Coke. No fucking place does that except the gas station.
I haven't had frozen Coke in a very long time.
You know who else has frozen Coke?
The gas station.
Oh no, Scarface when he went to Antarctica.
And Pivot.
Okay. No, we need to just like a generic ass name, like Wow, it's drama. Like that's just the title of it. Like, because there's like, well, I don't want to start naming off.
Oh, you said wow. That's
Wow, that's drama. That's it.
Now that's what I call drama 2020.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. So something catchy. Like people
Something
know that some
ripped
shit's
off. Something that people already know, and let's just put our tag on it.
Drama Bob.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I hate this idea so much. I've been stupefied.
Billboard's greatest fucking. Oh wow! I just said another name brand. Bleep that out.
And
Oh my god.
Pivot.
Speaking of parts that are getting cut out, have you heard recently?
No, please tell me.
Gee whiz.
I've heard.
Sometimes I
I'm hearing
just
now.
throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks, and however that one didn't stick, I didn't have anything to come
I
out.
quiver
Your
with
spaghetti's not done
anticipation over the news I have yet to be delivered.
I want to ask you a
Please
question.
inform me.
wanna-
What is the news? I have to know.
We're gonna find out the news here in 1 second, but we're gonna throw it over to Chio.
No, that takes too long.
Okay. In any case, I want to ask you something on the podcast, and it's
Whoa.
how do you like the new board game you just got for yourself, the Choose Your Own Adventure?
So we're talking about The Evil Power Master by R.A. Montgomery, who I believe is the same person who wrote Goosebumps.
R.L. Stein.
R.L.
That's R.L.
Stein.
Stein.
Damn it, I was wrong. Who
Do
is
you remember those Goosebumps
R.A.
books?
Montgomery is an author of some book
Montgomery.
series.
That's the one that sticks out in my mind. Like,
It's like just because I have the experience, so it's like such a juxtaposition. Just trying to tell your brain that is just like hysterical because it's like so ingrained.
No,
But-
these books are way fucking older. I was
yeah,
wrong.
the illustrations on the cards that we were using definitely looked. I don't want to say dated, but
You know what? This
They
dude's
were
been
80s-esque. They
Yes.
were like 80s comic booky.
it
This-
was themed. Let's
This
put it that
dude
way.
has books from like dating back to the early 80s all the way up to the mid 90s.
Oh hell yeah!
So.
All like science fiction.
Oh wait,
books?
does this say 2014?
Oh damn!
What the hell?
You still going?
Either way, this dude writes Choose Your Own Adventure books, and they created a game out of it. And so it's very much. It is a storytelling adventure betwixt you and your friends, split between 4 adventures, traveling between planets and encountering oddities, space monsters, and that's about as far as we got before we died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Possible problems. How many data cards did they have?
It was
Over at least 100. Like I think there were over 100.
Well, we were drawn from like 70-something. There
Yeah.
was still probably another 70-something.
yeah, like we
that
were
was only
cutting
been
the deck
stacked.
in half to get to like 75.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of variant things as far as items go, which is always great with the game that I don't feel like has as much replayability.
You know what? I feel like it does up to a certain point. It's kind of like with something like that, the experience is a new story, something like spontaneous. But after you have gone through, like, and there are a bunch of different combinations that you can go through in this game. So you'll be playing it for a while before you see everything. But once you've seen everything, then it loses all replay value.
Well, I
like,
think the same can be said for like Betrayal.
yeah,
You
you're
can
absolutely
you,
right.
you don't even have to experience every single hunt, but when you experience most of them, you're like, okay, I know I'm probably gonna get like the werewolf again or whatever, you know.
I would say that the only difference in that is that you kind of like when you make your decisions in this choose your own adventure game, you always know where you're going to head up. The only thing that's really randomized, so to speak, is where you start in the solar system. Everything else, like the stories, are static.
Yeah.
But in Betrayal, like there's still like variables at the beginning of the game because no one really knows what's going on until
Well, also
the hunt
keep in
starts.
mind we got what is it? There was a certain thing that happened, where it was the planet we failed or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was because we didn't have a thing that another thing would have given us. So, like, I think there are variations because we wouldn't have got that if we didn't have that thing.
Yeah, you do get like A and B choices.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are any more than two choices. We've only experienced two, but each one of those leads into like 1 and 2 choices, and whether or not you fail also has its own outcomes.
Right.
So I will say this: the first 3 cards of every world you go to are the same no matter what. That is the starting story for that world.
Right.
My issue lies, the very first world we did, we slapped its ass and called it a sucker. Whoo, we did it so well.
We really did.
We successfully did 1 challenge, and we beat that planet. And something important.
Oh, I just don't know what we're talking about.
That's fine. We'll catch you up in a second. We spanked that planet's ass. We'll start all the way back there. We succeeded 1 challenge, and we did it. Now I know the best route to complete that planet is to get there, do that challenge, and just have 1 character up there, and I know I will always have that planet. Like, as a person who likes to win games, I now know a really good way to win this part of the game.
It's like
so I don't really want to choose the other options.
Right,
Well, yeah, because it's like metagaming, which, I mean...
It's fun.
Yeah, it's
always
just fun
fun.
because you want to... I think typically anybody that has a, like, I don't know, any kind of passion for that kind of stuff.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, well.
Oh, I
know.
thought you were being serious.
So yesterday we played a choose-your-own-adventure game made by an author who does their own choose-your-own-adventure books, dating all the way back to the 80s. And the issue that I have with it is that you travel to worlds. Every time you go to a planet, you pick up that planet stack of 13 cards, and you read usually the first 3. Then you have options. Those options tell you to go to other cards and do other things, yada, yada, yada. We happened to succeed on what we had to do on that planet in the first try. Now I know how to beat that planet, and we just keep going. We don't do anything else because that's how we win the game.
But what about starting on other planets to see if there's any ways that would improve that, that planet and the surrounding planets, and then making your way over?
You know what? To be fair, there is replayability. When I look
you
at
don't know
games,
how to start any other planet.
but it's not infinitely replayable. I'll say.
Can I ask, is it that you're all together, or
Yes.
that...
Yeah.
So you all work together?
Yes.
What are you trying to win?
You're just
You
trying
have-
to...
You have to overthrow the evil power master.
So you
Wizard.
can't look at this game as trying to beat everybody, so you have to metagame it. You have to look at this game as you want to experience everything for your cash.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's what I would say to
Yeah.
you.
But I guess my thing is I'm looking at it as a board game and not a storytelling experience.
And I think that's really what it is at its core. Like, at the end of the day, it is a book that's in cards that you experience in certain ways. We just have a board to kind of go with it so we can, like, throw in some gameplay mechanics.
It's like keeping track of the story, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Dice.
Yeah.
How was that new season of 7 Deadly Sins? Or are you going to save that for next week?
I mean, it's...
I'm-
the only person who did it. Is that what we want to talk about with all 5 of us here?
I watched it.
I'm quite
You watched the
interested.
newest season?
I haven't seen it, but I'm interested.
Oh, okay. So the newest season of 7 Deadly Sins dropped.
What?
Wrath of the Gods. If it had to switch anime production, the animations studios.
Yeah, production company.
Yeah, it had to switch production companies, so it caught a lot of backlash when it was airing first in Japan. And if Jane would be so kind as to put up a couple of shots of why it looked so bad back then. They slightly improved the animations for Netflix. I thought it was pretty decent. A lot of exposition dropped in this one.
Yeah.
A lot of exposition drops in this
I
one.
was like, holy shit.
I will be watching it a second time and going deeper into it, but it's a pretty good watch. The fight scenes could have been a little bit more for me.
I was gonna say that as well as one of my
I know they
points.
weren't always the focal point, but even back in season 1 and season 2, I still got a little bit more of the fight that I wanted. It seemed very stagnant whenever they did fight, and it was just, I know it would resolve quick, but how it resolved was not always satisfying.
It felt like to me, it felt like there was a lot of fluid motion originally that I was not seeing anymore at all. And it was more of, as a personal example, I have, like, how many times are we going to see King stand there and say, increase and then watch a bunch of arrows move.
King was very limited in this season. He's supposed to get this huge power buff, and he just does the same fucking move over and over and over.
Like
and over again.
the amount of times he used, and I'm not like, I liked it. I thought it was good, but there are opinions I have, and one of the opinions was like just the amount of times that he just copped out, used that move.
Wait a second.
It wasn't even effective. It was never effective.
No. The only part it was actually useful for was the patience demon.
Wait a second. You're telling me
That
the
was the
one
one
Sin
time.
whose greatest strength is that he's extremely creative uses the same stale move the
His
entire
greatest strength is
season.
that he fights for his friends.
Well, okay.
Well,
let's
he
not
has-
split hairs here.
He has other.
That's literally his sin.
Yeah, it's not even that he doesn't use his other moves, but the amount of times in comparison he uses that move.
That is fucking incredible.
Oh, however, Sunflower just gets fucking demolished. I waited all season for Sunflower to show up because I was like, power increase, Chastity Fold looks great. Let's go. I want to see Sunflower. He started to bring it up and then pooshed out of existence. I was like, yo.
I'm so fucking disappointed. I really like King too.
His character development happened.
Yeah, like the character development's great, but it's like it's almost like.
All the exposition, the story was fantastic.
Yeah.
The character development. Meliodas is fucking the man, and also a horrible person.
Yeah.
Meliodas is fucking the man.
Oh, phrasing. He is the man.
Shane, the look on your face.
I'm
is
very
priceless.
interested in Bond's outcome. However, I found myself caring less and less about Elaine.
Yeah.
Like I was like, why? She's captured, but why aren't you gone? Also, where did you go? Because you're gone for like half the season after you're a big important fucking part.
Wow.
None of these are full spoilers. This is more animation.
Spoilers.
No, they're like animation choices that I have problems with more than anything.
That didn't sound like an animation choice. That last one didn't sound like an animation choice.
No, it literally
he's still
character
there. He's just not
disappearing?
drawn in. Animation choices. Fixed
What if we just didn't draw this character anymore?
Like she does not like she does
Invisible.
nothing. So maybe it's story choice. Like she just does nothing for the second half of the fucking season, even though she's still there.
Well, and
she's so fucking powerful. Why do you do nothing?
It felt to me a bit like they really didn't know what to do with Bon and Elaine.
Twist. What a twist.
Ship it.
No,
Yeah.
Diane has a lot of good character.
Oh
growth,
yeah,
too.
no. Her and
Diane
Bon
probably
are
has,
her and Bon are get the most attention I think all season long, really.
Aside from Meliodas.
Well, yeah. But they finally get with.
However,
their,
I don't
arc.
care for being force fed. What's his name at the end? His final power. I don't want to say his name actually because in season 2 something happened to him. So.
Wow.
But yeah, the final bad guy that we end on such a fucking cliffhanger. The
Yeah.
biggest cliffhanger I've ever
Yeah,
seen
that
Seven
was-
Deadly Sins end on.
That was really well done and painful as it should be, I guess, when you do that.
And this is the first time I've actually watched further than I've read now because I stopped reading the manga for a while.
He's just chosen to stop reading entirely.
I've stopped reading entirely. I don't even read cards
that
anymore.
explains a
Wow.
lot.
Dice, knowing you, that must have been hard decision to make.
I mean, no, I got busy. Fuck, dude. Work.
Hey, I really like this JoJo show. Do you know anything about what's on TV? No, actually, I'm reading the 8th season, and they haven't even made the 2nd yet on TV. So I know exactly what the fuck's
But
going
I had
on.
free time back then. I worked at a gas station.
I remember reading.
Didn't we all though?
Yeah.
Didn't we all?
Everybody fucking worked at that gas station.
What was the last really big book you read? Get at least 400 pages.
Oh my god.
Does a graphic novel count?
300 pages? Okay, I didn't know which way you want to go. 400-page books. I consider that a big book. Anything beyond that is a big book.
Never.
I've
I've never read a book that big.
Oh.
That's why I'm laughing.
Oh,
I've
okay.
never read a book as big as 300 pages.
Oh, well, okay. All right.
You
We
not
can
read
keep
the
going
later
down.
Harry Potters?
Harry Potter was 300
No, but
pages at least.
I did get a Harry Potter book for that reading test thing, the extra points. that you
AR
get
AR
for-
points.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
I was
I thought you were
ashamed
gonna
they
say
were.
Except my teacher found out that I wasn't reading the books because I only read really small books, and then I took Harry Potter once because I needed a lot of points to catch up.
Worth a fuck ton.
And I read it magically in 3 days and took the test, and practically failed it because it was asking a lot of stuff that was in the book, but not in the movie. Or it was incorrect in the movie.
Yeah.
It was different from the book, and
I feel like they specifically
My teacher
engineered.
saw
Oh yeah,
that
somebody
test.
went read all the books and went,
Yeah.
nope, you ain't getting ahead of
my
me.
teacher saw that and was like, "You can't do that." And I was like, "Yeah."
What's funny is I think back in my school I did the same thing, but I passed.
Yeah, there were some times where you just had to bite the bullet and spark notes it, right?
Yeah.
The
Like,
first-
sometimes the book is just bullshit.
Well,
but
my
there's points.
Mama Dice read it all the time, so I got to hear, well, this was right. As soon as we come out the fucking movie theater, well, they did this wrong and they left this part out, and I was just like, yep, gonna get 100 on that test tomorrow. That's awesome.
Going to win the pizza party for my class.
There's the big brain way to deal with it.
I mean, I love her to death, but she would complain every time we walked out. That's where I learned to not like people who read the books and watched the movie. I don't like them.
So you don't.
I don't like you.
So you don't like Mama Dice?
I love my mom,
Is that what
Wow,
you said?
that's a
but
hard
she
accusation.
ruined people for me.
That's a hard
Technically,
accusation.
I love my mom,
No.
but she ruined people for me.
Wow.
Oh,
You know what? That's fair. But some of the people my mom ruined for me were bad influences, anyways.
Like that
Deserve to be
specific
ruined
group.
for-
yeah, yeah.
But that specific group deserves to be ruined too.
Fuck you.
Just let me enjoy what I enjoy.
I do.
I don't want
Nah,
anybody
I
to. No,
can't
you
say
don't.
that.
No, you don't. I edited enough videos to know that you don't.
No, I let you enjoy it. I just shame you for
Guys,
it.
I feel heard. Thank you.
That's good.
Mama Dice, I love you. You did not ruin me.
Mama Dice,
No
I
one
also
ever
love
said
you.
that.
haven't
I
seen
know,
you in
but-
a million years.
I think we can all agree that we love Mama Dice.
Here we go.
Yeah. All those in favor?
I don't even know if she
Aye.
fucking
All
listens
right.
to this.
There we go.
Thank you for putting up with us screaming in your garage for
spec-
like several years in a row.
I
actually.
specifically
And
said
my
she listens to this earlier. I guess this is a test of your true love, Mama Dice. If you're actually listening, be sure to drop a comment down below.
Oh, she's gonna text me.
Chia, what else?
Why
should
is
they
there a
do?
whole segment about me?
What?
What should someone do if they were to stumble across this video?
Man, I feel like every spotlight is on me right now. I don't.
He said it. He said like the video. He said
You
like.
should like
It was
the
a
I
video.
heard,
Yeah,
I
cut-
heard like
just
the
cut
video
that
in
pa-
there.
Cut that part.
Yeah.
Every spotlight's on him. We ask him one question.
Yeah, it's okay, buddy. I've been there before. They goosed me with that too.
Yeah,
I've been
hate
there.
it.
It's all right. I got this.
God,
that's the
from
worst time to
podcasting.
pull
You
out
guys-
the
Jack,
blank.
Jack, what else should they do?
Guys should definitely like the video, leave a comment, talk to us, give us a subscribe if you like the channel. We've got plenty of vids up. You can always hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we do Twitch streams, usually
Oh.
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Fuck. And by the time this has come out, there should still be the VOD of our Salty Sings coming out tonight. Because this will come out in 2 weeks.
We can't put Salty Sings on YouTube.
Right.
Right.
The VOD will be on Twitch for 14 days
Okay.
after it's aired.
There you go.
If it's not, cut this whole part out, and we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Drink water.
Live your life.
Inhale.
Do it right.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna come full circle here for a second.
Don't fuck
When
it
I
up.
said you don't need a degree, I meant go find something that you love and do it. Amendment: if that thing requires a degree where you are currently residing, i.e., doctorship, lawyership, whatever, ship captainship, you should probably get those merits.
Wouldn't Full Circle been about jism?